Hey, you guys, it's your favorite little keto goofball slash keto guru, Keto Diamond. And today is day 951 of my ketogenic journey. If you're new here, smash that like and subscribe button. You're going to want to hear what my crazy self has to say every day. I try to throw in a piece of advice. I weigh in every single day and I show you what I eat every single day on a ketogenic journey. For those of you who don't know me, I started this journey at 311 pounds on a 5 foot tall frame. I was a ball. Don't believe me? I'll show you in my intro. Just a second. Anyway, guys and dolls, like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell. All that good YouTube jazz that helps this channel grow. And, boy, I got some ranting, raving, and misbehaving to do and some knowledge for you guys. Let's do it. I have 2 cups of coffee, but I'm breaking my fast with 4 pieces of sausage, 2 bubble yellow eggs fried in butter, and 2 of these grilled cheese sandwiches on the Joseph's wrap. Since I'm holding so much water weight right now, and I can lose water weight on those, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to go ahead and have them. But if I'm actually trying to lose weight, they don't work, like fat weight. 2 pieces of cheese and some pork skins because it's kind of like crackers and cheese. So I'm having broccoli and cheese tonight, cooked in butter and salted and peppered. I've got 2 beef patties with mayonnaise, cheese, and about a half a serving total of organic ketchup. I had to leave half one behind and a lot of my broccoli and cheese. Gross for yesterday per MyFitnessPal website. 1,192 calories, 23 grams of total carbs, 99 grams of fat, and 71 grams of protein. Yesterday wasn't a workout day. I just wasn't feeling very good and just didn't want a whole lot of food. So that's why it's so low. So you guys, I just wanted to drop in here and say a very special thank you to all of you. I have a channel that's less than 5K. Every one of my keto videos gets between 600 and 1,000 views. And that wouldn't happen if it wasn't just for you guys being really loyal and loving and supportive. And I appreciate it so very, very much. I've seen channels twice the size of mine only merit about 100 views per video. And that's really great, unless the video goes viral or something. But you guys, to put in the time and effort, I just really appreciate it. And I wanted you to know, thank you from the very bottom of my heart. Much love, y'all. Guys, I'm going to post a photo, off-scale victory, kind of, sort of. I look goofy as hell in the photo, but I'm going to show you a close-up. But hey, guys, them hips, though. Them hips. Hips don't lie. The lipstick does. Good guy, look at that. Looked all right from afar. I got close-up. All right, you guys, so before we get started on my weigh-in and everything, which is not bad, thank heavens. Wow, the peeing, though. Oh, my God. We'll get to that in a minute. I want to answer a couple things that I get in email, or that I got in email today. One lady who's 62 years old sent me an email unsure if keto was right for her or if she could do keto because of her advanced age. 62. Now, I know a lot of you out there are kind of going, girl, please. Yes, even at 62, at 65, I've got a lady here that's 86, doing keto and doing fantastic at it. This one lady, she's 86 years old, and I didn't ask for permission to use her story, so I'm not going to tell you her name, but 86, sent me an email 6 months ago, asking me if I thought she could do this. I said, well, all we can do is try, and I'll help you. So I talk to her about every single day, too, and it's really, really nice to be able to help her. But she's got it. She's got this on lock. When she started 6 months ago, she was on 17 medications, diabetic, all kinds of stuff. She said she was stooped over, could hardly get out of her chair, always had to rely on her kids to bring foods and stuff to the house. They were talking about, moving her in with them or a home of some sort. And she just wasn't going to have that. And one day, her grandbabies accidentally left YouTube up on their screen, and she found me. And she started watching, and she said she just, loves me. I love those emails, by the way. People that say they love me, and I'm part of their daily routine, and they're like, where's your video? I love that. But anyway, it's fantastic. She's like, but now she's off all 17 medications. Her kids are not as concerned about where she lives or how now. She is able to get herself up, get herself in her car, and get herself to Walmart and do her shopping. She doesn't have to wait for anybody to bring her anything. She feels 20 to 30 years younger than she did. So yes, honey, at 62 years old, at 95 years old, you can do keto, you can improve your health, and you can feel better. So, absolutely. And if you have questions or concerns, if you're new, if you're not sure, if you've been doing keto for 5 years, I don't care. If you think I can help you, my email address is below. I don't care how long the email is. Tell me everything you feel like you need to tell me, because all information can be important. You've heard the devil's in the details, right? So send me an email if you have questions or concerns. I help anybody. I help everybody. I do it for free because I love y'all. I love me. And this is so fulfilling to be able to help other people, even just a little bit. If just one little bit of piece of information helps somebody, day done, day worth it, day worthy. Okay? Absolutely. And there was another one. Oh, so this one lady finds herself in a similar position to what I'm in. And she's like, I think it's her sister-in-law or something, is teasing her because they weigh the same thing, but her sister-in-law is taller, so she's teasing her about being fat. The thing is, and look at me, I'm 170-ish pounds. Well, I'm going to get to the weigh in a minute, but I'm right around 170. I'm 5 foot tall. Somebody who is 170, who is 5'8", standing beside of me, is going to look slim and trim while I look short and chunky, okay? Unfortunately, them's the breaks. I can weigh 120 pounds and look heavier than somebody that weighs 170 pounds, depending on height. Also depending on shape. I mean, you think somebody with a pear shape and somebody with an apple shape and somebody with hourglass shape, these people can all weigh the same thing. But if they're holding their weight in a different spot, one of them can look massively larger than the other one. And it's just, I mean, if somebody's carrying their weight evenly distributed all over their body, they're not going to look as big as the person with the pear shape who's holding their weight in one area, or with the apple shape who's holding their weight all in their hips and legs. So we gotta give up on this. And we also got to give up on letting people bully us. It's ridiculous nonsense. Yes, if you're taller, you're going to look slimmer. If you're shorter, you're going to look pudgier. Why? Because my arms are this long, and if they have 5 pounds in them, they look this wide. That's just how it works. I mean, seriously, y'all. And a lot of that's loose meat right now. I'd love to see it looking like it should. Perhaps one day. Today is not that day. But you have to overlook your sister-in-law. Yes, you look bigger, but you're not, okay? Health-wise, you're probably on the same level, and especially since you're doing keto. Don't worry about it, okay? Oh, my goodness. So I asked you all yesterday about your keto, what style of keto you do. Now, of course, we've got some here that are just low carb. We've got some here that haven't started keto. They just got hooked on my videos. Mwah, love you guys. Love all of y'all, really. But we've got some that practice keto all sorts of ways. Dirty, lazy keto. We got strict keto here. We got some that don't count calories. And a wild will to the max. I loved your comment, by the way. I haven't actually gotten a reply to it, but I do agree with you. It tends to be more about insulin spikes and ketones than it does calories at all. So the only reason I count my calories every day is to share with you guys. If I didn't have a channel, I probably wouldn't count my calories every day. Plus, I've been doing this for a very, very long time. So I kind of just eat my fill and I'm done. And it tends to work for me. But keto, you're not doing it wrong if you're not doing it somebody else's way, okay? Because your body is different than my body, and my body is different than your body. And if it's working for you, if you're happy with it, you're not doing it wrong. You're just fine. If you do have questions and concerns, I can help you the best I can with the knowledge I have obtained, but that does not mean that everything I say is perfect for you, okay? And what I do is not perfect for everybody. If you're starting keto the way I do keto, it's probably going to be a little crazy for you, especially since I tend to get on one meal and just, that's not how keto's done. There are tons of keto recipes out there. I'm pretty simple and basic when it comes to my food and my meal needs. I got the burpees. Vanilla coffee. Oh. You guys. Okay. It has been a crazy long morning. So yesterday, my daughter went and picked up my water pill for me. They were going out. I watched Anthony. By the way, that 15 minutes of whatever I wanted to do yesterday, yeah, that didn't happen. I ended up with all 3 babies at one point or another. kind of on and off. I had Anthony for a little while, then I had Anthony and Athena for a few minutes, and then I had Zach later in the evening. Whew. Grandma was tired, and I got in bed last night kind of late because I got hung up on that Mandela effect stuff. I've heard that term before, and I've heard of the butterfly effect and all that kind of stuff, okay? I've heard the terms. I had a relative knowledge of what they meant, but when I really dove into it yesterday, I was freaked out, and I was like, wait a minute. Is they right? Something's changed. Somebody been time traveling and screwing with stuff, and some of us remember and some of us don't. But either way, it's interesting. So I got hung up on that, and I didn't go to bed till kind of late because I was watching stuff on it. And this morning, after taking that water pill, by the way, my water pill is because of my blood pressure, which is a 12-year problem, not a keto problem, and not something to be teased over. But anyway, the fluid pill helps me flush out excess water because apparently my body doesn't like to do it enough. And you don't need it unless you have high blood pressure or you're maintaining water in your body, like you have edema, swollen feet, ankles, that kind of thing. You don't want to get dehydrated because you're taking a fluid pill. But for those of you who do need it and don't go to the doctor, there is stuff like dandelion root that helps. I heard that on Danielle's Diaries the other day. I was like, it's a good tip right there. I might try to get some of that. And then they do have a few over-the-counter fluid pills. But again, if you don't have edema or if you don't have high blood pressure, don't do anything to harm yourself. Do some research on it and see if it's really right for you. Now, that being said, as soon as my daughter brought it back, I took the water pill. God almighty, the amount of peeing. Oh my Lord, I peed all the way till I went to bed. I got up and down all night. And at 6 a.m. this morning, I went to pee. I looked at the clock. I was like, yes, I have one more hour of sleep. So I got in the bed, got cuddly, was about to pass out. Phone rings. Hubby done broke down. Had to go get him. Well, I didn't have to go get him. Had to go jump him off. That car is just driving me crazy. It's got one small problem. We just got to figure out what part. The problem itself is probably very inexpensive to fix. The problem is trying to find the problem along the line of problems could cost thousands if we don't just find the actual problem. We've already replaced one part on it and didn't do us any good. So we're going to figure that out, hopefully. That being said, I crawled out of bed at 6 a.m., got the truck started. Hubby didn't even have no minutes on his phone. Well, not minutes, but service on his phone. So I had to fix that through the bank account. And then I had to jump him off. I followed him to work, make sure he didn't have any more problems, which he did have a minor one, but it re-cranked again. Then I run my ass back home, got my grandson up out of bed, got him dressed, fed in the truck, got him to school, finally got home, had to have a long conversation with hubby about various things, stressors and issues. And then I started cleaning because when Anthony gets here, I need my floor swept, make sure there's nothing on there he can get in his mouth. And there's a lot of straightening I got to do here. There's so much stuff I want to pack up and send like to Goodwill or Storehouse for Jesus or something like that. Why'd I get on that? I'm just telling you guys I have a long day. I want to do a special message at the end of the video too. For those of you affected by the Tennessee tornadoes, please stick around. Now, guys and dolls, let's go ahead and get to my weigh-in. Like I said, I got my water pill back yesterday. Thank heavens, because I didn't know if it was going to keep going up or what. But let's talk about the weigh-in.
Let's do it. Did it work? Yeah. 174.2. That's not too bad.
So, I was 177 yesterday from being 2 days out of water pills, and today 174.2, so back where I was the day before yesterday, and hopefully headed in the right direction, period. I do have a headache, and I got this headache late last night. Hubby got the high key chocolate brownie bites out. I ate just 2 of them, and a serving size is like 6 of them, but I only had 2. And shortly thereafter, I got a headache. My sinuses got tight, and I just didn't feel quite right. So I may have actually went down more had it not been for those 2 little cookies. I'm not sure. They're supposed to be keto friendly, but to be honest, every time I eat them, my weight does go up just a little bit. But of course, since I've been out of fluid pills, I can't say it was the high key cookies or just the fluid pill. It could be a combination there of both. But I need to be careful, and I'll probably leave those alone for the most part. Especially right this minute because it's just kind of achy and dull, but that's all right. So weigh-in wise, I'm perfectly pleased with it, but 2.8 pounds of peeing is a lot. For For those of you who don't know, when you're on keto, you will flush out water weight through urination. My Lord, though, that's a lot of bathroom breaks, a lot of bathroom breaks. And again, I think it would have been far more, maybe, possibly, potentially without those cookies. But yesterday, my calories were very low. And when I made the food, for some reason here lately, vegetables are turning me off. When I go to eat them or take a bite of them, I suddenly lose my appetite. I'm not hungry. Doesn't even matter that I like broccoli and cheese or whatever vegetable I make. Here lately, just a bite and I'm like, I just don't want to eat anything else anymore. I don't know. And I gave most of my meal to my husband last night and he needed it. He did. So, by the way, you can visit Mr. Katie's Keto Fitness and see his channel, and you'll see our workouts if we have them this week. I don't really know. He seems to be working a lot of overtime this week, so we'll just have to see how that goes. My daughter, Miss Rambo Chick, did her first live last night. Didn't go so well. She didn't have much planned, and she ain't like her mama. See, I can entertain myself for hours talking to a screen. I can. I like to talk to myself. I mean, shoot. But she's not quite like that. So it went a little sketchy for her. It was very up and down. She didn't really know what to say and everything. But she tried. And hopefully next time she'll try with more of a plan and have some stuff written out. I've got a bunch of stuff written out. You know what? I never look at it. Okay. So anyway, yes, you can do keto at any age. You're not doing it wrong just because you're doing it different than somebody else. Your height, weight, and shape is going to be different depending on you and your body. And I lost 2.8 pounds last night. Whoop, whoop. Probably should have just told y'all all that in the beginning and saved you all this time, right? But then you would have been deprived of the pleasure of my stupid self. All right, guys and dolls. Should I stand up and show you my body? Because I normally do that on Mondays. And I didn't do that this week. And I think it's like week 134 or 135, my keto journey. I don't really know. Let me stand up and show you myself. Where's my dog? I ain't going to trip over him. Okay. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. Keto Rockstar shirt from Dr. Nick. Thank you again. I love my shirt. I love keto shirts. Now, I did spill some coffee on myself, so ignore it. Not perfect, but I'm all right with it. Hope my gig line is straight. Now, am I small and perfect? No. Am I perfectly fine with it? Yes. Why? Because I'm a grown woman. Anyway, guys and dolls, if you need my help, my contact information is below. There's ways to support the channel below, including my keto t-shirt shop, where I design t-shirts, not this one, but I do design cool keto t-shirts and phrases and slogos. Go check those out. Check you out a Shashka bracelet, get you 50% off on something that is handmade, glass beaded, and guaranteed for life and guaranteed to fit. All different shapes and colors, and with my link you get 50% off. Plus there's some Laconte products. You can get a Keto Mojo for 15% off if you want one, the whole kit. Check it out, y'all. Anyway, much love to you. Talk to you tomorrow.